This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle forecast. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down, and let you know how to navigate. So let's take a look at some overall themes and messages for this week. And we have here the Seeker. Could you surrender just a bit more? And here comes Karma. We've had some requests for her to join us in the readings lately. Could you surrender just a bit more? This is what Karma's asking, right? All-seeing eye, spirit, and release. Okay, so interesting. The activation of the third eye here. All right, let's take a look at some other overall themes and messages. There we go. Oops, intuition. You can't make this up. So we were just talking about the third eye, and now we have the intuition card. So right now, it's important more than ever to trust yourself. Do you trust yourself? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust your intuition? And let's take a look at another card here, and we have the plane. A journey is indicated, either physically or metaphorically. Your life will, sorry, Karma, your life will become more full. Okay, so we are ascending, but you have to trust your intuition that everything is going to go exactly the way that it is supposed to. Okay, so Karma Kittens, I need to move you out of the way here. I appreciate the appearance. I'm sure everybody else does as well. Let's put these cards back at the top. And then now we will look at each day of the week. Okay, let's start with Monday. What do we need to know? Animals. Well, Karma made her mark and the animals card came out. So maybe there's an important message from a special animal that you have or have had. Now, animal energy is about support, in my opinion. You know, when I think of dogs, I think of support, soulmate energy. I also think with cats that there's very much a spiritual protection there and an intuition. So maybe there's something to do with a pet that is occurring on Monday, or a past pet, you know, that you're getting messages from. Ooh, that card looked like it wanted to come out. Let's take a look at Tuesday. And we have forgiveness. What's something that you need to let go of right now? You know, that you've been holding on to for a long time. All right, on Wednesday, we have here flexibility. What do you need to be more flexible with? Are you being stubborn? Do you need to be open? Okay, let's take a look at Thursday. Empowerment, sun energy. You know, anything to do with the sun is about forward motion, making moves. Okay, on Friday, the Lovers, soul connection crystal. Love is going to be very, very important at the end of the week. Let's take a look at Saturday, healthy boundaries. Do we have equal giving and receiving and balance? Okay, let's take a look at Sunday, shine, ruby energy. I like that. Shining because you've made healthy boundaries. And a sneak peek at the following week. Oh, conflict. Yeah, because when you make boundaries, people get upset because that means they can't do what they used to do with you. Okay, let's get some more info here. Let's go back to Monday. Animals. Someone is reminded of you. There's a memory of a pet or an animal. Could even be a stuffed animal. But there's something here that is reminding you. Okay, let's take, oh, geez. Let's take a look at Tuesday, banana. Nourishing the body, forgiveness. Forgive me for thinking the thoughts that I'm having, because when I saw the Brazilianite card here, I mean, it looks like a big pickle. We've laughed about this on live before. And then I'm looking at this pink tourmaline card and then the banana, and I'm sorry, my brain. The banana, nourishing the body. Well, it does say fertility, so maybe I'm onto something here. A sign of good health, a ripe time. It's a ripe time to forgive and let go. Maybe peel back the layer, and that did not sound good, pardon me. Peel back the layers of old stories and let go. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me move on from that. On Wednesday, we have here the forest. Okay. Green witch. It's kind of interesting that it would say green because we were just talking about the sort of like pickle looking crystal here of flexibility. Oh, animals have a message. Something going back to Monday here. Get outside more, be more flexible, like don't be so rigid, do new things. Finding a sanctuary in nature, take a stroll. Do something different out of your comfort zone. Okay, Thursday with empowerment, what do we need to know? Christmas tree. Well, for those of us that celebrate Christmas, the holidays are quickly upon us, right? Empowerment. Receiving and giving gifts, we want balance, right? Someone wants to help, a special gift. This could be like a preview of December. Now, I know that a lot of people in the United States will be getting together for American Thanksgiving. Very interesting. Holiday time is important. Okay, now we got the Lover's card here on Friday. Balloons, letting go of heaviness, see forgiveness. Releasing problems. Weight off your chest. There could be an important conversation here. Listen, we're in Mercury retrograde, so there could be some people popping back up, looking to have some conversations, to reevaluate something, to show you some pip energy, passion in the pants. That's maybe why these things were sort of popping up, no pun intended. Oh my goodness, in the energy. So, all right, let's take a look at Saturday. Healthy boundaries. This is where you're going to have to decide. Whenever I see wolf energy, I think of inner confidence, inner knowing, and trusting your intuition. Like, I think you're really going to have to trust your intuition on something. You might be traveling. See, I've seen messages come up of like traveling to visit, family, friends, even a partner, and you being different than what they remember or what they're used to, and you having to make boundaries. It's funny, it's sitting in my drafts right now. I just filmed it. So there could be something to this. Soul family relationships. Somebody could be hungry like a wolf, going back to this earlier topic. But surviving tough times, trust your instincts. Okay, there we go. A lot of mixed energies here. I don't even know where to go with this. We're gonna have to feel it out. Now, the Shine card, the guitar, music heals the soul. Music might make you feel empowered, happy, creative expression. You might be exploring your artistic side or creative side. I've talked about this a lot with people lately. And the conflict here related to the tent, you're going to have to disconnect from the situation. Whatever the conflict is, you're going to have to let it go. Walk away from it. Don't engage in it. Don't let anybody poke the bear, so to speak. All right, I got to pull some tarot here because we need to see what's going on. So back to Monday, that animal energy, the nostalgia. Yeah, don't overthink. Be very careful with the illusion of mental entrapment. See, it's like intuition versus like the anxiety. You've got to trust your intuition. Now this banana energy here, the devil, well, that is lust. It can be restrictions, addictions, codependency, but there's definitely a lust here. And that doesn't surprise me with those other cards. But the forgiveness card, which originally came out, could be like forgiving the restrictions, whatever it was that was holding you back. On Wednesday, that getting out in nature, the tower, yeah, recalibrate. You might have something that really rocks your world, shakes things up, where you've got to allow the Tower to come in so that you can rebuild. I've been saying that a lot lately. Okay, that Christmas card. 9 of Coins, feeling good in your own skin, receiving and giving gifts. When you're in your best energy, this is when you get that reciprocation. Okay, on Friday, Queen of Coins, stability. So in love, letting go of stress. Yeah, feeling stable in a connection. Now that Wolf energy here, the World, completion of a cycle, healthy boundaries, the end of an old cycle where people are taking advantage. Let's see, that music heals your soul card here, the guitar. Yeah, the Fool, trusting, taking a leap of faith. There could be some messages and lyrics that are coming through as well, if there's any songs that have been popping up for you. Now, we did have a bit of conflict pop up, and that's because you're on a new path, right? And with that, we have here 7 of Cups. You know, disconnecting from the situation. This is an energy sometimes that can go into like dream mode, you know, or imagination, where like you're going to have to really work hard to not engage in any conflict. Like you're really going to have to detach because you know better, kind of thing. All right, let's take some last bit of guidance here before we go. The House, you might be thinking of moving. Maybe you're going home for the holidays, but the House actually is about where you feel safe, and it's also about boundaries. Envelope, unfolding, and a surprise. You might even get a surprise message. I would not be surprised if that was the case with Mercury retrograde. And one last one here. Scales, justice, documents, equal giving and receiving, and balance. This is where we want the most balance and we want to get justice. I really hope this resonates with you. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in my bio. Thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing week.